All right, so get this.
Yeah.
The UK construction industry, they need like 250,000 new workers
Wow.
by 2027.
Okay.
That's a crazy labor shortage.
Yeah?
But what if I told you
Yeah.
that there's this like surprising
Okay.
talent pool just like ready to step up?
Really?
Military veterans.
That's right.
Yeah.
We are diving into excerpts from a paper
Okay.
by John Davis,
Mm-hmm.
who is the COO of Project Recce CIO,
Okay.
which is an organization that helps veterans transition into construction careers.
Interesting.
And he makes a really compelling case that this could be like a game changer
Right.
for both the industry and the veterans themselves.
So let's unpack this a little bit.
Sure.
We know construction needs workers,
Mm-hmm.
and we know that lots of service members leave the military every year.
Right.
But what makes them such a good fit for this kind of work?
We have to think about it.
Yeah.
Construction demands leadership,
Right.
and veterans are trained to lead in incredibly high-pressure situations.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not just about giving orders on a site.
Yep.
It's about anticipating problems,
Yeah.
making quick decisions that keep everyone safe, keeping morale up when things get tough.
That's a great point.
You know?
It's not just leadership.
Right.
Davis highlights how the military instills this like operational efficiency,
Yeah,
problem solving,
totally.
teamwork,
Yeah,
all crucial.
definitely on a construction site.
Like it's almost like they're prepped for it.
Right.
Like they're ready.
Yeah, they're already ready to go.
Exactly.
But hold on.
Mm-hmm.
While discipline is obviously a hallmark of military service,
Right.
is it possible that some veterans might struggle with adapting to
Yeah.
a less structured
Yeah.
civilian work environment?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
a big shift.
You're right
Yeah.
to question that.
Yeah.
Because not every transition is seamless.
Right.
You know, some veterans might thrive.
In the more regimented setting of construction,
Mhm.
but others may find it challenging.
Okay, so that's where organizations like Project Recce come in,
Absolutely.
right? To like help bridge that gap,
Yes.
address the individual needs of each veteran.
They recognize that transitioning to civilian life can be tough.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even touching on the potential mental health challenges
Yeah.
that some veterans face or the misconceptions that employers might have.
That makes me think of this example that Davis gives in his paper.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine being a combat medic,
Okay.
used to leading a team
Yeah.
in these like life or death situations.
Right.
And then suddenly you're applying for a job where those skills aren't easily recognized
Yes.
or translated.
It's a huge adjustment.
Yeah,
Which is why Project Recce focuses on a whole person approach
I see.
through their Pathways into Construction program.
Interesting.
So they don't just help veterans translate their skills,
Okay.
they provide support and guidance
Right.
to navigate those challenges of civilian life.
As a whole,
As a whole.
yeah, it's like building a bridge
Yeah,
between those two worlds.
totally.
And it's not just feel-good stuff either.
No.
Like a YouGov report found that the public employers and healthcare professionals
Wow.
all agree that veterans need more support
Right.
in finding the right civilian jobs.
And it's not just about filling positions.
Right.
It's about finding the right fit.
Yes.
Veterans bring a wealth of experience and fresh perspectives,
Right.
which can benefit everyone.
Mm-hmm.
They can actually help the construction industry innovate
Yeah.
and tackle some of its biggest challenges.
Totally.
It's about recognizing that they're not just a solution
Mm-hmm.
to a labor shortage.
Right.
You know, they're a source of untapped potential,
Yeah.
just waiting to be unleashed.
And that potential goes way beyond just plugging holes,
Oh, totally.
right? Like,
Yeah.
think about the ripple effect. Veterans who find fulfilling careers
Right.
contribute back to their communities, the
Yeah.
economy, society as a whole.
Absolutely.
And on a practical level,
Okay.
think about the kind of impact their experience could have on a construction project.
Right.
We came across this case study
Oh, well.
where a construction firm saw their on-site accident rate drop by 15%
Wow.
after they started actively recruiting veterans.
15%?
15%.
That's huge.
That is a significant drop.
Yeah,
It sounds like those military safety protocols really do make a difference.
they certainly do.
Yeah.
It speaks to that, like, meticulousness and attention to detail that's ingrained in military culture.
Right.
And those qualities translate to other areas of construction as well.
Okay.
Like quality control
Uh-huh.
and project management.
And, you know, it's interesting that Davis doesn't really mention
Yeah.
specific companies that are having this success with veteran hiring.
That's true,
Yeah.
but perhaps that omission is deliberate. You know, this paper isn't about showcasing individual companies.
Mm-hmm.
It's about advocating for a broader shift
Yeah.
in how we perceive veterans
Okay.
and their value in the workforce.
So it's not about singling out a few success stories.
Exactly.
It's about encouraging a systemic change that benefits everyone.
That requires a multi-pronged approach.
Okay.
You know, we need veteran-friendly recruitment processes, targeted training programs,
Yeah.
and a supportive work environment
Okay.
where veterans feel valued and respected.
It sounds like Project Reki's Pathways into Construction program
It really is.
is a good example of that holistic approach.
They help veterans identify and translate their military experience
Okay.
into tangible skills that are relevant to construction.
Right.
But they also go beyond that,
Sure.
providing mentorship,
Yeah.
networking opportunities, resources to address any mental health concerns or personal challenges.
It's about understanding that veterans are individuals with diverse skills,
Yeah.
experiences, and aspirations.
Absolutely.
It's about making sure they land in a place where they can truly thrive.
Well said.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to a question we touched on earlier.
Okay.
Is it really just about filling those 225,000 jobs? Or is there something more profound happening here?
I think it's definitely more than just filling jobs.
Okay.
I think it's about leveraging those unique talents and experiences
Yeah.
of veterans to make the construction industry stronger,
Right.
more innovative,
Mhm.
and frankly, a better place to work.
Yeah, it feels like we're just like scratching the surface
Yeah.
of what's possible
Yeah.
when we start looking at veterans through this lens.
It really does, and the impact goes far beyond construction, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, imagine the contributions veterans could make
Right.
in fields like healthcare logistics, tech, even education.
Wow.
You know, their problem-solving abilities and adaptability are valuable assets
Yeah.
in so many different sectors. And let's not forget those intangible qualities they bring.
Right.
Veterans are used to working in those high-stakes environments.
Right.
They're team-oriented,
Mhm.
and they're driven by a really strong sense of purpose.
Yeah.
Any organization could benefit from that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, it's about recognizing that these qualities aren't just like byproducts of military service.
Right.
They're cultivated and honed
Yeah.
through years of training and experience.
I'm kind of curious, what are some unexpected ways you've seen veterans' experience translate into success in the civilian world?
Sure.
Are there any examples that surprised you?
You know, one that comes to mind is the world of software development.
Okay.
It might seem like a far cry from the battlefield,
Yeah.
but that ability to think strategically, break down complex problems, and work collaboratively under pressure is incredibly valuable in that field.
Yeah.
And we've seen veterans excel in coding boot camps
What?
and quickly rise through the ranks of tech companies.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
It really challenges the stereotype
it does.
of what a veteran should be doing after service.
It certainly does. And that's why this conversation is so important.
Yeah.
It's about expanding our understanding of what veterans have to offer and creating pathways for them to leverage their skills in these diverse fields.
So for our listener out there,
Yeah.
if you're intrigued by this idea of veterans as a valuable resource, I highly recommend checking out Project Reki.
Absolutely.
They're doing some really amazing work
Yeah.
connecting veterans with construction careers. And they're a great example of what's possible
Totally.
when we start thinking outside the box.
And as you go about your day,
Yeah.
we'd like to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
What other industries could benefit from these unique skills and perspectives that veterans bring to the table?
Yeah.
It's a question worth pondering.
Right.
Perhaps it's even a question worth acting on.
That's a great point to end on.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive
Of course.
into a really compelling topic.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep learning,
Yes.
keep questioning,
Absolutely.
and keep diving deep